Friends, we're going to talk about something that I think is so extremely and entirely important when it comes to coaching. Okay, so I was thinking today as I was talking to one of my clients, she messaged me, and I'll actually just read to you what she said to me really quick because I thought that this was so powerful. So she said to me today, "OMG Addison, this is genius and literally feels like everything I have been looking for," with a crying emoji. Like, this is such an easy way for me to consistently create content that works with my brain and my capacity. You're a genius. And then this is where it gets really good. She said, "The level of individual support you offer is seriously different than anything I've ever experienced in a coaching container, and I'm so grateful for you." And the reason that I wanted to share this and just like talk about this in general is because the support and the feedback and the insights that I give to one of my clients is going to be vastly different than another client. So this client in particular came to me, and recently we have been revamping her marketing strategy for 2025. So she is wanting to, in 2025, really create consistency in her income, sustainability in her income, and feel really secure in her income, and also scale it. So we're looking at creating group programs. But with her one-on-one capacity in her client, and she does nervous system regulation, subconscious work, and expanding capacities with clients. So she's also an intangible coach. She really desired to have these higher income months and bring in more one-on-one clients. And she actually just had a $12,000 month, which was her highest income month to date, with just one-on-one clients alone. And this isn't because we just worked on one thing, right? She's attracting a lot of people in person and stuff like that, but she wants this repeatable marketing strategy online. And so she wants to be able to consistently attract these one-on-one clients from her Instagram page and from her marketing and stuff in general. And so we've been looking at okay, this is her energy. This is what she wants for her business. She does a lot of in-person stuff. She does a lot of connection with clients, and networking in person, but she also wants her social media to be this sales on repeat machine for her. And also looking at her energy and stuff like that. And she ultimately is someone who does really well with longer form content. So podcasting, YouTube, just longer form videos versus consistently creating B-roll reels. And so we created a custom marketing strategy for her that takes her through the buyer journey. So, bringing people to awareness, creating visibility, nurturing them, as well as converting them directly through her Instagram. And we did this in a way that aligns with her and her business. And so that is why she said, "This level of individual support you offer is seriously different than anything I've ever experienced in a coaching container, and I'm so grateful for you." And that's what I want everyone to experience, and that is the reason why the Master Your Mind Mastermind is the thing that will absolutely change the game for you. It's the space you need to be in. It's the best container for you to be in right now. So I just wanted to talk through some of the pieces that we include in the mastermind and how we actually get you to consistent high income months, whether it's $12,000 like that, or, my other client who has experienced her highest income months in the mastermind that has now created six figures already for 2025. So she already has $100,000 secured. I think $115,000 already secured for 2025. And again, this is the sustainable, repeatable strategy that we are implementing in her business that creates certainty. It creates nervous system regulation. It makes her feel so dang good in her business. And so I just want to say to you, if you want that in your business, where you want the consistency, the certainty, etc., again, the Master Your Mind Mastermind is going to be the best place for you, because we focus on those things. I'm not focusing on fast cash injections. I'm not focusing on creating your highest income month right away. We're focusing on sustainability and creating sales on repeat while allowing you spaciousness in your business. So one of the first things that we do in the Master Your Mind Mastermind that is the reason for a lot of my clients creating this sustainability is reprogramming your subconscious mind for success. So we essentially talk through and understand and audit the limiting beliefs and mental blocks that are quietly sabotaging your progress. And if you're curious what some of these can look like, you can read my post today where I talked about projections that you're making that are preventing you from making $20,000 months. But essentially through subconscious reprogramming techniques, NLP, hypnosis, we help you step into the confident, magnetic, abundant version of yourself. And I say we, but really I mean me. I have a great team, but it's just me. We don't have any co-coaches or anything. that's fully aligned with your business goals. And the reason why that is so important is because, and why this is such a game changer, and again, why I say this is like the program that you need to be on or be in, is because it bridges the gap between your conscious and your subconscious mind. It bridges the gap between where you are now and where you want to be, because your subconscious mind is responsible for 95% of your daily decisions, your actions, your behaviors. So all behavior or lack of behavior is dictated by the subconscious mind. So if I show up live with this energy because I believe that my program is the best possible thing, for my clients, obviously that is highly converting versus me not even going live because I'm doubtful, or because I don't actually want to sign a client, or because I have this feeling deep down that I'm not worthy of creating $20,000 months. So there's just an energy shift there as well too. And, I see a lot of people that have really amazing success in their business. Like, let's say they hit their first $10,000 month and then they plateau. They might go back to $8,000 months or something like that. And that's typically because your subconscious mind sees anything beyond $10,000 months as a threat. So we have this kind of fluctuation of income. So your subconscious mind is where all your deep-seated beliefs and your habits and your fears and your automatic patterns live. So right now, your automatic pattern is to create $8,000 to $10,000 months in your business and to not go beyond that. And your subconscious mind is actually going to prevent you from going beyond that because it sees it as a threat. So if you're struggling with imposter syndrome, fear of visibility, scarcity mindset, anything like that in your business, that is all an indicator that there needs to be some subconscious work that is done. And this is what we do, like the basis, the foundation of the Master Your Mind Mastermind. My sales on repeat system that I use in my business to sign high ticket, that I also share, with my clients in the mastermind. The foundation is the subconscious work every single day. So we have audios in the portal, from a 7-minute audio. I just filmed a new one yesterday that is a morning routine for entrepreneurial success, to 45-minute audios that help you do anything from integrate belief, the belief in your success, create higher income months, sign clients, etc. And, again, like if you're struggling with any of those things, chances are those blocks are running on autopilot below your conscious awareness. So in the mastermind, we'll work on those and release them both one-on-one with me, but also in the group setting. So we're rewriting those outdated patterns and programs to align with your big business goals. So hypnosis is a powerful tool. I talk about it all the time to bypass the critical mind and speak directly to the subconscious mind. And this allows us to implant empowering beliefs like selling is easy and fun. It's possible for me to make $20,000 months. I'm worthy of, consistent $20,000 months. My success benefits everyone around me. Selling is service. I'm incredible at what I do. And when you have these beliefs, it changes the way that you show up, because the way that our mindset works is essentially like we have a thought which creates a feeling or emotion and then creates an action or a behavior. But deeper than that, all communication is subconscious. So the way that I'm speaking to you, again, I already mentioned this, but the way that I'm speaking to you right now is dictated by how I believe and see myself within my subconscious mind. So my energy is going to shift based on what I actually believe about my program subconsciously and what I actually believe about myself subconsciously. So I see a lot of coaches that deep down are like, well, am I actually worthy of creating this amount of success? Or what if I'm actually not a good coach? Or, what if I can't produce these results again and again and again for my clients? And sometimes it's a conscious thought, sometimes it's subconscious. When it's conscious and we've become aware of it, you have to understand that those things are preventing you from signing as many clients as you could, because people can feel that in your energy, versus you getting on and like fully believing I am the best possible thing for my clients, for my audience. And like, you need to work with me because I'm incredible at what I do, and like, you need to work with me, right? And I'm always showing up from that energy. So when these beliefs become part of your inner operating system, you'll notice subtle but profound shifts in how you show up: more confidence, ease in decision making, better content, better clarity, magnetism in attracting opportunities and clients, right? And this isn't coming from like a woo-woo manifestation place. This is coming from neuroscience. This is coming from the basis of how the subconscious mind works. And in addition to that, we also break through self-sabotage. So, feelings of being stuck in perfectionism, not taking action, holding yourself back from like fully promoting yourself. We cut the self-sabotage, even like not taking care of yourself, or, getting up early, or, working out every single day. We cover everything in the mastermind, anything that you need in order to be your best, most successful, most profitable self. And then also creating safety and expansion. So feeling safe, being seen by hundreds and thousands, if not millions of people, And these are super, super simple daily integration practices, again, that you can do for 45 minutes or you can do for 7 minutes. And then also that we do one-on-one and in the group. So that is the foundation to your success because you operate from a place of calm, confidence, creativity, and alignment. So selling doesn't feel pushy anymore. It feels like service. Showing up won't feel scary. Growth won't feel overwhelming. Instead, you'll just be like, I know exactly what I need to do every single day to be successful. And also, I feel in flow, and this feels easy, and this feels good, and this is natural, this is sustainable, and I'm enjoying the journey. And I'm so excited every single day to serve and support my clients, and I'm the best damn thing to grace the Instagram playing field. Okay, so that's the foundation to everything. And I think about this from a place of like, let's say my house. If my house is built on a shaky foundation, it doesn't matter like how beautiful the house is or how big I grow my house, it's gonna come crumbling down if the foundation is shaky. So same thing goes with your subconscious mind. Let's say the foundation are your limiting beliefs and your doubts and your fears that you experience on a day-to-day basis. The feeling of like, even though I have a million certifications, am I a good enough coach? That's your foundation. So again, no matter how like big or beautiful you build your business on top of that with that shaky foundation, it's going to come crumbling down at some point. And that could look like, a fluctuation in your income. That could look like one high income month and then a super low month. That could look like, a lot of client opportunities that fall through that feel really icky or feel really weird, or a lot of like really negative client experiences in general. So it doesn't matter like what way that comes up, but overall the foundation will come crumbling down. So that is the foundation to your success in the mastermind. The next piece of this that is so important to talk about is elevating your marketing and sales strategy. So we don't just do the woo-woo, spiritual stuff in the mastermind. This isn't even spiritual. This is based in neuroscience. This is based in like your subconscious mind creates your reality because it's responsible for 95% of everything that you see around you. So that's the foundation. But then we build upon that level of belief and clarity and confidence that you feel in yourself with your marketing and sales strategy. The way that I approach marketing and sales is super freaking simple, okay? If you know your buyer types, you understand a buyer journey, and you understand the 4 to 5 types of converting content, marketing should feel easy for you. Whether you show up and you do it day of, or you plan out your content in advance, it should feel easy. And with time, it will become highly converting when you apply yourself and you stay consistent every single day. Even if it's like, even if it takes a month or two to see a lot of results, we're not talking about like really fast results here, but we are talking about marketing and messaging that deeply resonates with your audience and your ideal clients. So not only do I in the mastermind give you lots of trainings and stuff, which I'll show you the behind the scenes in just a minute. But like I said with my client who just said, this level of individual support that you offer is seriously different than anything I've ever experienced in a coaching container. I give that level of individual support. So we just created a custom strategy for her that we're implementing in 2025 that starts with really simple actionable steps that, follows the buyer journey. So we're starting with awareness and moving all the way through conversion, but is easy for her to implement and is different than I've given anyone else the strategy for. Some of my clients are on TikTok and are using TikTok for visibility and are then pulling people to Instagram. This client in particular, we're focusing on podcasting and YouTube and then Instagram as more of a converting platform. Every single one of my clients has a little bit different of a strategy. They're not copying what I do. They're not doing something that I do just because it worked for me. We're looking at like, what do you want to be known for? What do you bring to the table that differentiates yourself from everyone else in the online space? And also like, what are your ideal client? Because it's going to be different from mine. So who is your ideal client? What are they experiencing on a day-to-day? What are their pain points, their desires, their symptoms? And what do you stand for and what do you not stand for? And those 5 questions, if you have answers to those 5 questions, will absolutely change the game in your messaging. But then on a deeper level, I'm also able to look through your messaging and marketing with a freaking fine-tooth comb. So I go through, my clients' Instagrams, I watch all their posts, I watch their stories when you're in the mastermind or you're in a high-touch container, and I will message you and be like, we need to tweak this. Or, you'll message me and say, hey, can you watch this? Do you have any things that we can audit here? But I'm also teaching you through the process, like why I'm making shifts in, your content and messaging and what you're doing, right? So again, this isn't about, I'm going to post once and see 5 million, responses from this. This is about creating sustainability in your buyer journey so that you have these sales and connection with clients on repeat and helping you hold yourself through a launch. So if we need to make pivots or something through a launch, we can do that. One of my clients right now who is in a high touch container with me, she's in a launch period. She has a couple more weeks left in the launch period. So what we've been doing is really looking at sparking conversations with her ideal clients. So we've noticed there's been like a little bit of a lull in her her launch. So she has 5 people inside her program, but we're trying to, you know, triple that. We're trying to bring 20 in, or not trying, we're bringing 20 people in before the end of her launch. And we noticed, which is normal in a launch, there's always a little bit of a lull where people are watching, but they haven't quite reached out, especially around the holidays. Like, people are in decision mode, but they also have moments where they're like, I'm just watching and waiting till you lower the price or raise the price, or until, you know, we get closer, because we have last minute Nancy's. So we're looking at how can we increase the conversations in her audience to convert faster, versus let's just sit on this and like just wait it out and just keep showing up. You know what I mean? So I've given her some direct pointers on like, do this on your stories, do this in your posts. This is what's going to agitate people to buy right now. And this is how we can get people to move right now to increase those sales, because it is a kind of mid-ticket program. So realistically, she could have people coming in every single day. So that level of tailored support in the mastermind is really what gets my clients to, again, like I said, securing revenue in the following year for $100,000 or more, right? Securing revenue in the future, and also creating the sustainability so they have a baseline of 10 to 20 or more $1,000 months per month in their business, because we're looking at those things and we are, you know, taking data from it and then also repeating. So while my client is going through this launch, and this is one of the first like formal launches she's done in her business with, you know, a coach, and with, you know, implementing these marketing strategies, we're looking at like, what is getting her audience to bite, what is getting them to move, and how can we double down on that. And this is going to serve her as she launches another group program in the new year. So overall, we build unshakable confidence through the Master Your Mind framework with hypnosis and subconscious reprogramming, elevating your marketing and sales strategy, auditing any gaps that could potentially be preventing you from getting to those $20,000 months. So like I said, in your offer suite or in your marketing, your sales, etc. I have a free training on the offer suite side of things. If you want to DM me, you can DM me, they can, and I'll send that over to you. And then overall, just the personalized support and a high vibe community, you cannot get any better than that. And that is how we actually get you to those $20,000 months. So we turn the inner work into the outer results. And this isn't just like mindset fluff. It's about integrating powerful inner shifts and real world actions to hit consistent 10, 20, 50, or 10, 15, 20, $30,000 months. And Master Your Mind bridges the gap between the strategy and the mindset, but you need both in order to create the success that you want. So I'm just going to show you a little behind the scenes of the portal, and just know that if you join right now, you not only save $4,000, you also get early access to me. So if you joined today, we could literally be in DM and Slack tomorrow having conversations about these things, elevating your marketing and sales strategy. And also increasing your income through the gaps that I see on your social media, your content, as well as just overall your pricing, your offer suite, etc. So you get access to my business audit that you do right away. And typically I'm able to pinpoint a few different things within that business audit, both in your subconscious mind and in your strategy, that will immediately make you thousands and thousands of dollars if you implement it right away. So we're also taking like really quick action, because money loves speed. So if you join ASAP, you get access to me right away. You also save $4,000. The price is raising on January 8th. And then you also get access to an early onboarding call with me where we map out your most profitable 2025. I'm going to show you a little behind the scenes of the portal, because you also get access to a couple of different portals when you join, both of hypnosis audios as well as training. So these are things you could implement even over your break during Christmas, which is super exciting. So let me just flip you around, take you off my tripod, and just show you really quick. So this is the portal. And within this portal, we have first the foundations to success. And this is going to be the business audit that you start with. This is going to be a project management system and a template that you can immediately integrate, up-leveling your ideal client. So we're speaking in your messaging to the highest version of your ideal client, standards and boundaries in your business, income projection. So we can make sure your product suite and your pricing aligns to what you actually want to create in your business. And then looking at sold out offers if we have to create new offers or anything like that. And then this is a new video that I just implemented that is the Mastermind sales on repeat system. So this is a sales on repeat system essentially takes you through the buyer journey, as well as how to create sales on repeat, both within the subconscious and within the strategy that you implement. You also get access to launch my full launching overview of each phase within your business. And when you click on these, it's not only a video, but you also get access to tracking templates as well as a lead tracking template. And then if we scroll down to within these other modules, you also get access to what do we call them? Worksheets. Why my brain's not working. We also have DM sales conversation templates. We have trainings on, implementing things in your business with ADHD. We have sales psych trainings. We have, workflow and application trainings for strategy and systems. We have buyer type trainings. We have everything you need in here, even the hypnos to be successful. But you also, when you join, basically get access to my full product suite. So you're also going to get access to Embodying the Leader Within, where we have literally so many, I don't know how many are here, 18 plus trainings and 18 plus hypnosis audios that you can listen to right away. So now's the time to join. Right now. DM me, especially if you've DM'd me about my free training. They can. That means you're on your way to 20K months and you need this level of personalized support. So you need someone. Lynn, this is just me telling you straight from the heart, because I've been in the position where I have not felt supported in my business. I've been in, investments that have made me feel like, what the frick am I doing? And, made me feel frustrated, or just made me feel not supported. People that have taken 48 hours to respond to me, or, didn't give me the level of tailored support that I desire. And I just want to share that you deserve someone who, when you send something to a piece of content to audit, responds and actually gives you thoughtful feedback, and actually takes into account your audience, and actually takes into account where you're headed in your business, and actually takes into account who you are as a person. But then also, I'm not taking credit for any of the wins that I've shared with you for my clients today, because I didn't create that. They created that through the strategy and the systems that we created together. And also because in their minds, as they're doing this subconscious work, they truly believe that their success is inevitable and they're the best thing to happen to the entire internet space, and they deserve to be supported. So they're letting themselves, invest at the level that they desire to be supported in this way. So you deserve to be supported. And I know that you want to. I know that you desire to just be all up in my messages every single day and being like, Addie, what do I need to do to actually move the needle forward? What would you be doing at this point in your launch? And so yeah, DM me, mastermind. Let's have a conversation about it.